Hey everybody, it's Melody with The Beauty Mark. Today we are going to learn how to do winged liner. I've had several of you ask me how to do it, how to get it straight, how to get it crisp, and it's a lot easier than it looks. It is going to take two different types of eyeliner for the top to do the winged part, but don't let that scare you. These are inexpensive products and they are very easy to use. So just watch, learn, practice, and you'll get it. Okay, y'all, I have taken the makeup off of my right eye. I've taken the eyeshadow, primer, eyeliner, and as much mascara as I could without having to wash my face. So anyways, we're going to get started real quick. The first thing I'm going to use is Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. Oops, there we go, Painterly. And I'm just using this as a primer, and I just put it on with my finger. The warmth of my finger is going to help spread it out easier. So, and y'all don't look too close to my eyebrows because Mama's got some peppers that I need to pluck or go and have threaded. So anyhow, just a light coat of the Painterly is going to help keep your eyeshadow on, keep it from creasing, keep it nice and bright the way it does when you first put it on in the morning. Next, I'm going to use an eyeshadow. My highlight shadow is called Carefree. It's also by MAC. It's just a nice ivory color with a little shimmer in it, and I'm putting it on just with a flat brush, just underneath my eyebrows down to my crease. That's it right there. Alrighty. And then what I like to do is I like to go on my lower lid with a color by MAC also called Vanilla, and it is just an ivory color but with no shimmer. It's got, well, I shouldn't say no shimmer, it's very minimal shimmer, but once it's on, in my opinion, it doesn't look like it has any. If you look closely at it, it looks like it has a little bit of sparkle in there, but anyways. Okay, same thing, same brush. Put on a little bit of that vanilla. Once I'm done with that, I take a color called Texture, also by MAC. This was the vanilla here. This is Texture. And so I'm going to take that, I'm going to take my 217 brush, which is my favorite, and just put that on along the outer corners and crease. And make sure I just blend that really well. I can't stand seeing blocks of colors. Your colors should fade into one another. And so blending is super important. And I tell you, the biggest treasure you can have in your makeup supply is your brush. Brushes make all the difference in my opinion. So if you're gonna get serious about makeup or you really want your makeup to look good, you really should invest in some good brushes. MAC brushes are my favorite. However, there are some really reasonably priced ones out there that you can buy at Target, Ulta, and Sephora. You can really find some pretty decent brushes. But having worked for MAC, of course MAC is my favorite. I'm a creature of habit. So once we've got the texture in our outer corner, crease, and up above a little bit, I'm going to take another color by MAC called Espresso. This is a very, very popular color that, you know, has been around forever. You can see I accidentally got it wet one time. Don't do that. That was not on purpose. You're not supposed to wet your shadows unless they're mineralized, which these are not. So anyways, I'm going to take another 217 brush, dip it in my Espresso, and again go in my outer corner and in my crease, but I'm not going to bring it up as high this time. I'm still going to blend because I don't want to have those blocks of color, but I'm not going to blend all the way up like I did with Texture, the kind of clay colored eyeshadow. But I still want it to look blended. So, not doing the best angle here with my mirror, y'all bear with me. Alright, and I'll go back and touch everything up once we're all done. So don't worry about how it's kind of low there or anything like that. We will take care of that. What we're going to focus on now is the eyeliner. This is what the whole tutorial is about, right? So, I have discovered this little gem here at Ulta. It is NYX, and it says Collection Noir, which means black in French. It's just a liquid black eyeliner, and it's wonderful. So the way I start on my eye with the wing liner is I actually start on the outer corner and just draw upwards. So what you want to do is you want to go to the outer corner of your eye and just draw the tail end first. So just do that and make sure that it's going up at a diagonal. You don't want it to go straight up, and you don't want it to come down. If it comes down, it's gonna make you look sad. And you'll play with it a little bit and you'll see what I'm talking about if you get to that point and making it sad. So just point it upwards, just like that. And then, let me get up close so you can see. Then what you wanna do is go to the middle of your eye and join the end part of your flip, or your tail, to the middle. And what I mean with leaving a gap for color, and I can show you better than I could explain it. So bear with me. Here we go. So I'm starting in the middle with my liquid, and I'm going all the way across to the tail end of the flip up. Okay? This is just going to be used as a guide for the second part. Once you've got that part, then you want to go back in and draw your very thin line going towards the inner corner of your eye. And this is where it takes a steady hand. Now, something I've learned is just to kind of hold your hand steady by putting your pinky finger just on your cheekbone, just so that it helps keep the brush steady and keep your hand steady while you're drawing on those lines. Because if you want them to be nice and thin and straight, you kind of need that balance, that guidance from that pinky. Okay. Now, the reason that I use two eyeliners, you don't have to, is because this particular liquid liner, once it dries, it still has a very shiny look to it. I prefer a matte look. Now, that is your own decision. That's your own bird. If you prefer a shiny look, go for it. Keep it shiny. I mean, some people even like glitter. That's fine. But I prefer mine to look matte. So you can see I didn't color this in yet. That's what I'm going to do with the next liner that I'm using. I'm using Black Track, and you can see this one's been in my makeup case for a while, so it's a little dirty. You can't really see the label too well, but this is a cream gel liner also made by MAC. You don't have to use the MAC brand. Bobbi Brown makes one. L'Oreal makes a really good one. Smashbox, a ton of companies have the gel liners. They've really taken off in the past few years. And it's because many of them are waterproof, so people love that. But they're also a little bit more forgiving than just a traditional liquid liner. So, you know, just try your hand at it. Once I've got, you know, my liquid on, I'm going to dip into the cream liner with just a little brush that's like a painting brush, and I've kind of glopped it on there because I'm going to be doing coloring. I mean, if you can color within the lines on a coloring page, you can do it on your eye. It just takes a little practice, just like when you were in first grade. So now I'm going to take my gel liner and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go over the lines that I've already made with the first eyeliner, just so that they're not shiny anymore. But I'm also going to color in that space where I did the flip. Now you got to make sure you're getting right there at those lashes. You don't want to see any flesh or any skin color at those lashes. So get up close to that mirror and make sure you're filling that space in all the way. And I tell you, this technique is so much easier for someone like me who is knocking on 40's door and whose eyelids are not as taut as they used to be, or the skin's not as firm as it used to be. I mean, sometimes I'm putting on liner just with a pencil or something that's maybe not as slick or as smooth, and my eyelid wants to go with it, and then once it decides it wants to bounce back, I see these skip lines. Oh, that's depressing. So, cream liners and liquid liners are your best friend when your eyes start doing that. So here we go. We're finishing up here. I mean, this is really so simple. You're going to probably slap yourself for not having realized how simple this was, or having been afraid to do it for so long. So that's it. There's the wing. You got it. Sharp, crisp, straight, easy more than anything else. And so now it's cleanup time. I'm just going to take a wipe, just to make a regular makeup wipe, and I'm going to clean up. See how the eyeshadow is still under there? Well, once you take a makeup wipe, you're just going to put your finger in it and just kind of wipe it along that wing so that you don't have any eyeshadow underneath there. See, that redness is just my skin, but we're going to take care of that as well. Okay, so we've got that covered. Let's do a little bit more blending on the eyeshadow. I'm just going to take one of my brushes. I'm not adding anything else onto it. I'm just going to use it now that the eyeshadow sat for a minute. I'm just going to use the brush to help blend the shadow that's already there. There. Okay, one of my favorite products that I've been using lately has been a pencil by MAC. I swear, I know y'all are gonna get so sick of hearing me say MAC this, MAC that. But I don't know how easily accessible this is to the public. This is a pro product, but it is a nude colored eyeliner. A lot of people love to use that white eyeliner to make, because they've heard it makes their eyes look brighter, makes them look more awake, which is true. However, solid white can look a little garish or a little theatrical. So I prefer one that's more flesh toned, and this is one that is in the color NC15/NC20. And just go light-handed on this. And if you don't find something like this and you're using the white, go for it, but just don't get heavy-handed with it. It can look very bizarre. So you're just going to go in your waterline. And this is just going to take away any redness that you have in your waterline that can kind of make you look tired, or, you know, like your eyes, you know, are burning or irritated. So that's just going to take care of that. Once I've got that on, I like to put a primer. This is MAC's Prep and Prime Lash. Oops, there we go. And it's just one of those white liners, white mascaras. This is just going to boost my lashes a little bit. It's going to give them a little bit more volume because it's going to fatten them up. So here we go. And then we are going to let that sit for a minute. And then I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and just place it on my finger and just go underneath my eye. Since I've already got the rest of my face makeup on, I'm just going to go with this kind of light. But I'm going to cover up that redness that was from where I wiped away that dropped shadow. And then lastly, I am going to put on some mascara. And I love this new one. This is Lancome's Hypnose Star. It's wonderful. It has a really, really cool brush to it. And I can tell my husband and kids are home. Sorry about that. And then I'm just going to add that to my lashes. Here we go. And we're all set. There's your winged liner. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope I see a lot of y'all posting pictures. Hi, Oliver. I hope I see a lot of y'all posting pictures on how you practice this at home. Alrighty, guys. I will see you soon. And please, any more suggestions you have of tutorials that you'd like to see, feel free to send them to me at facebook.com/thebeautymark. See y'all soon. Bye.